Welcome back to another class. In today's class, we are going to be treating the topic catering establishment. Now, catering establishment has to do with an establishment that offers catering services. For example, we have our fast food, we have our restaurants, we have the hotel, any establishment that offers catering services. In this topic, we are going to learning on the types of catering establishments, setting up a catering industry, then factors to consider when setting up a catering industry. So, under the types of catering establishments, we have two types. We have the commercial catering establishment and the non-commercial catering establishment. We have the commercial catering establishment and the non-commercial catering establishment. So what is commercial catering establishment? It may be defined as the operation in which profitability is the primary concern. While non-catering establishment is defined as those operations in which profitability of the catering facility is not the outlet or primary concern. Under commercial catering establishments, we have hotel, restaurants, events, outdoor, transport catering, fast food, license office, and mobile catering. Remember we said commercial catering is the operation in which profitability is the primary concern. Hotel provide accommodation for guests. These guests require foods and drinks. Hotel catering, therefore, provide these customers with food and drinks with the help of the kitchen chef, the waiter, and other food and beverages staff. Some hotel management contrast their catering services to a renowned caterer to avoid distraction. Now, restaurants. Restaurants are managed by restaurant managers with the aid of other staff. A standard restaurant should be well organized, equipped, adequate to provide a la carte dishes, table the hotel dishes. Some restaurants are sited within the food and beverages service area, while others are sited outside the food and beverages area. Functions and events. This is used for the service of special functions or events. There are two main functions. We have the formal functions, which involve dinner, wedding, breakfast, and we have the buffet reception, which includes wedding reception, cocktail parties, buffet tea, anniversary parties, and conferences. Now, outdoor catering. Outdoor catering involves all catering, cooking, and services done outside the main catering establishment. For example, we have our wedding ceremony that is done outside the catering establishment. As you can see in the image, this is a wedding ceremony that is done outside the catering establishment. So it's an example of an outdoor catering. We also have our festival. Festival is an example of outdoor catering because they cook, they provide food and beverages, but it's outside the catering establishment. In outdoor catering, foods may be prepared, cooked, and served in the venue outside the catering establishment. Sometimes it may be cooked in their own establishment and carried to the venue of the host for service. Transport catering. This is the type of catering for travelers or people on the move before, during, and after their trip. It's usually available on the aircraft, the ship, the train, and buses. It is done in a specialized area and therefore requires special skills in the services. The caterer should be knowledgeable to be able to carry out special service. fast food establishment. They offer limited menu that can be consumed on the premises or take away, like Mr. Beast, Matthias. So they offer limited menu that you can consume it there or you can take it home, where you can get your burger, your pizza. That's what I mean by limited menu. You can eat it there or you can also take it home. We have pubs and licensed house. They provide great varieties of alcoholic drink, especially beer. They also provide light meals, entertainment and leisure facilities. So they provide light meal, they provide alcohol. When each of they are known for alcoholic drink, especially beer. That's what I mean by pub houses. When you go there, it's to like you have this clubhouse, the bar, yes. The mobile catering. In mobile catering, a van or a truck is used to carry and sell food. All the items in form of foods, snacks, drinks, cookeries, cutleries, etc. are carried in a van, and the service of food and drinks are done from the van. As you can see in the image, this is an example of a mobile catering. You can see also it's from the van they do their selling. From the van they do the buying, and they sell from the van. They sell from the van. You can sit close to the van and consume what you want to consume, or you can also take it home. And they have light meals, they have snacks. The snacks, we have foods, we have drinks, etc. Non-commercial catering establishment. I said it may be defined as those operations in which the profitability of the catering facility is not the primary concern, since the operations are either completely or partially subsidized by a parent body. So for example, that is not commercial catering, is not profit oriented. We have the industrial catering, whereby you give food to people that are working. We have the welfare, that's the orphanage, the hospitals, and also the school. Now they all provide catering services, but the primary aim is not for profit. That's the difference between a commercial and a non-commercial catering service. Catering establishment, I mean to say. Now, welfare catering. Welfare catering is a non-profit oriented catering establishment regulated and maintained through public social groups, especially the government. They aim at minimizing costs and achieving maximum efficiency. They provide foods and drinks to people not for profit, but sometimes at subsidized rates, e.g. the orphanage, the old people, the prisoners, the armed forces and rehabilitation centers. Now, school catering. School catering or hostel catering provided for students in primary school, secondary school, colleges, polytechnic and university. Their meals are planned and catered for by the catering officer in charge. The menu is planned to meet the nutritional requirements of the various students. Just like you can see in the image here, it has to do with catering for the students. Now, hospital catering. It involves feeding patients that are admitted in the hospital. Their health conditions are taken into consideration in planning their meals. They therefore assist the medical team to get the patient well as soon as possible by providing good quality foods. So it involves the patient, catering for them, and also planning the meal that will help them and aid their recovering process. Now, industrial catering. Industrial catering has to do with large establishment or industry, and they need to take care of their staff by feeding them at least once during their working hours. This gives job satisfaction to workers, enhance productivity and quality production. This industrial catering is provided by caterers. Many establishments offer free meals for their staff, while some at subsidized rates. Now, setting up a catering industry. A caterer should be dedicated to duties, committed to the reality of the business and competition in order to yield profit, which is the main purpose of the business. So setting up a catering industry, you have to be committed, you have to be dedicated, and you have to know that the business is a competitive one. So there are some conditions or factors that you can consider when setting a catering industry. Number one, capital. Capital has to do with the money to start the business. How much will it cost? Number two, availability of raw material. How available is raw material close to the catering industry? Like we have business we say nearest to market, nearest to road. So now the capital, the money involved, and the raw material, the availability of space where to where to site the industry, the labor, the workers that will be used, nearest to customer, if customer can patronize it, if the area is busy. We have nearest to the market, communication, transport, if it's motorable, then selection of business name, then registration of business registration of the business, and the selection of the name. So these are some factors you consider when setting up a catering industry. I've said transport, I said communication, nearest to market, nearest to customer, if the place is business oriented, if people there are the ones that love catering services, nearest to customer. It's not everywhere you go and open a fast food. It's not everywhere you go and open an eatery center. Then selection of business name. So see you in our next class. Bye.